On3's updated recruiting rankings are out, and Nate Ament has taken the second spot in the final rankings for On3's 2025 class. This is interesting and important because he has jumped over two players. He's jumped over Darryn Peterson and Cam Boozer. Darryn Peterson had Kansas. Some services have ranked him the number one player in the class, ahead of even AJ DeBansa. Cam Boozer, the winningest player in this class, as I like to always remind you, is previously he's been third in On3's rankings. Now he drops down. Nate Ament, the recent Tennessee commit, who has always sort of been the fourth name in this class, just skyrocketed up to only trailing AJ DeBansa in a class that is super top heavy. I'm stunned by this. Are you stunned by this, or does this make sense to you?
Theory, pull up Nate Ament's family tree, checking to see if he has any On3 employees that are currently related to him. Because that's got to be the reason, right?
It doesn't seem to make any sense to me. Like, it's not like Ament has been going to these events crushing. In fact, he's woefully underwhelmed at every
It,
major event he's played at.
that's why I don't understand. Also, Nate Ament's father played at Wayne State. G,
Really?
yeah, well, and was
Um,
was damn good too.
Tom
Like,
Izzo let another in-state one get out.
God, I shouldn't have told you that. I should have. You would not have looked that up or any way found it without me telling you. And now I got to deal with that. So that's gonna be awesome. But yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, this is I'm making jokes about it, but truthfully, I don't know what argument you could make. Like I don't like Darryn Peterson and these other prospects have been more impressive in these post like season all-star. If that's what's changing it, then I must have missed the game where he went off. I didn't see it.
Well, the thing to me is like, okay, this top of this class is monstrous. Like most years, I feel like Cam Boozer would be the number one player in a class.
Yeah.
Most years, Darryn Peterson would be the number one player in the class. In fact, he is the number one player in this class
Boozer
for
Boozer
some.
was for a good part, like for literally 3 years of his high school career, he was until Devansa reclassified until Darryn Peterson got a
Right.
bump.
And obviously, Debance is one of one too. So, like, you have these three guys that are all worthy of being like number one, and the services are split on. Even to this day, like some have Peterson one, some have Debance one. I have Boozer one, and my opinion matters. Okay, so like, I just don't get like why is this the year to insert a guy that's outside of that unless there's like there has to be something we're missing, right? That's what I keep coming back to. There has to be something we're missing. The idea of Nate Ament hypothetically reaching his ceiling to me has been worth putting him in the top five. I understand why they've had him fourth for month after month. But even at four, I've been blasting this for months. If you've been listening, like I've come on here and say this is ludicrous. This kid's nowhere near the fourth best player in this class. I would take Chris Sinak over him. I would take Caleb Wilson over him, Koa Pete over him, Tuna Yesufu over him. Name your guys. There's more guys I would take over Nate Ament. So at this point, it feels like On3 is like leaning into the bit. Like I thought they had him overrated at four. Oh, you know what? Let's piss some more people off. He's better than Darryn Peterson now. And I can't understand it at all unless the goal is to just make a splash here. We interrupt this sleepers video to tell you about an offer from Underdog Fantasy. Cart, you love Underdog Fantasy, correct?
Of course I do. Can I have a moment real quick?
Please. Thank you for that. In fact, I'm going to cut you off because our listeners like when we keep these short and sweet. Underdog Fantasy. Sign up as a new user. Use promo code SLEEPERS. Get bonus funds up to $1,000, 50% of your deposit match. The NBA playoffs are rocking right now. I played Underdog last week with a Cade Cunningham line. I'm looking forward to doing it throughout the entire first round of the NBA playoffs, but there's more. You can place picks on golf. You can place picks on baseball. You can place picks on the NHL playoffs that are rocking right now. Join Underdog Fantasy, promo code SLEEPERS. Support this show so that we can keep bringing videos to you. Back to the video.
Yeah, I don't understand. I think this is what do the kids call? call it these days? Engagement farming. It kind of feels like that, to be
But
honest
On
with you.
three's too good at this. They're the leader in the industry. Like I don't want to come on here and slander On3 like crazy
Yeah.
because
Oh no, no. I don't mean to do that either. But this, and maybe that's the wrong term I use there. To me, this feels like a I want to make a splash type. I want to be different type thing, and bump Amen to two.
24/7 for what it's worth has Peterson 1, Debansa 2, Cam Boozer 3, Nate Ament 4. I'm fine with that. I still don't love it, but I'm fine with it. On 3's change makes no sense to me. I'm not even going to mention whatever ESPN has because respectfully, not worth mentioning usually.
Whoa,
The worldwide leader has not put great efforts into their recruiting coverage in recent years.
Borzello and Paul being Cardi straight.
They're too busy working on way too early top 25s, man. They're not in the prep level. They're like me. Like I wouldn't come on here and rank prep guys. I don't watch prep hoops like that. But I can nitpick rankings with the best of them card.
Yeah, but now that you did that, I'm going to have they have Nate Amen at 4 for what it's worth.
Oh, okay. I'm back in on the worldwide leader. Love to see him. Shout out Jimmy V. Cart, could I get you making your best pitch for Nate Ament to be the second best player in this class?
Rick Barnes called him KD.
Actually, incorrect. Nate Ament called himself KD.
Oh, well, I got nothing.
That's the only thing I could come back to too. Is On3 was really loving Nate Ament's quotes about himself when he committed to Tennessee.
What did Darryn Peterson do to people?
What would you have as the top four in this class?
Peterson, Debansa, Boozer.
And then who?
Then I would probably go to like the others to me in some sort of order. It'd be like Sanak, Acuff, Michael Tunde. I think those players in that group. I think a lot of people have like Caleb Wilson as the top five player. More like a 13, 14 guy to me.
Okay.
I even like guys like Koa Pete.
Yeah. Okay.
So this class also like every time we have these conversations, it gets me excited for college basketball season because like this freshman class is going to be fun.
Yeah, there's so many killers in this class. I truly love it. Yeah, okay. So yeah, my rankings would be I gotta stand on business, don't I?
Yeah,
I'd put Cam Boozer 1, and I'd put Debansa 2, and I'd put Darryn Peterson 3, and I would put like 7 more guys in before I would get to Nate Ament.
7 more.
Reminder that Nate Ament at the Nike World Hoop Summit had 0 points and 1 rebound in 11 minutes.
That's not
Debanza
good,
had
right?
24. Boozer had 22. Darius Acuff had 24. Trey McKenney had 22. I haven't even gotten to Team World yet. Should we go to Team World, Cart? Let's
Yeah,
go to Team World here. Tunde Yesufu had 24. Dame Sar had 17. Some guy that I can't even pronounce the name, Bogo Markovic, had 16. Taja Riza Shanabayev had 11. Nate Ament had 0 and 1 and played less minutes than every other player in the event. Number 2 guy in the class. What are we doing, man? What are we doing?
well,
What are we
Gaboni loves
doing?
him.